Hello and welcome to Hidden Magic Tarot. I'm Nancy. This video is part of my deck collection 2026 that I'm recording. I'm sharing my entire collection, tarot, oracle, Lenormand, playing cards, all of it. This video is going to have my Lenormand and my other decks that are maybe oracles, not quite oracles, I'm not really sure. I wasn't sure where they would fit. I will put a link to the indie Lenormand in the description. The mass market ones, you can find those either at your local metaphysical shop or check in with your local bookstore to see if they can get them in for you. Or you can always just go directly to the publisher. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start with my other decks. I do have a video, two videos actually, my indie and my mass market oracles, but I'm just not sure if these are oracles or where I would put them, so I'm putting them here. These are art cards that come with Magic the Gathering packs. I just collect them. I have young people in my life who still play. I haven't played for a long time. I used to play in college in the 90s, and we didn't get art cards back then. But the art in Magic the Gathering is amazing. And so the young people in my life who do still buy packs and still play have given me their art cards, and I have just collected them, and I have the intention of turning these into an oracle. Now, at this point, I'm not sure I would put keywords on them because they would work just fine as just an oracle to get your mind going, right? Like, just look at it and let your mind start wandering. So I collect these, I keep them. I haven't used them just yet, but I have every intention to actually end up using these cards. I think they'd be wonderful in my patchwork readings. So these are just Magic the Gathering art cards. My other deck that is maybe an oracle, maybe not, is just handmade by me. These are just note cards. So I like to collect things that resonate with me or lessons that I want to remember from my readings. So if I'm doing a reading and something really resonates, I write it on a card because I don't want it stuck in my my journal somewhere. I don't want it hidden away from me. I want better access to it. I also collect quotes that I find that really resonate or that really feel like a lesson that I want to remember. Quotes might come from my therapist. Sometimes I find these just from people online who are just speaking some truth. Some of these are lines from poems or books or songs, but I just, jot them down on a notebook and I keep them here. And these I have not used as like a traditional oracle where I would, turn them over and I would draw them randomly. Instead, I take them out and I search for the ones that mean something to me, and then I will do a tarot reading on it. So, for example, emotions are sustained by thoughts. You feed emotions with your thoughts. So I would pull out a tarot deck then and ask some questions around like, what emotion am I stuck on right now? What are the thoughts that are sustaining that stuck emotion? And how can I get past it? Let me find another one that would be, here. I am loyal to myself. So I would pull out my tarot deck and I would do a reading about it and probably just ask, how can I be loyal to myself? In what ways am I already loyal to myself? Something along those lines. So I think you get the idea, but it's maybe an oracle, I'm not sure. All right, so let's get into my Lenormand decks. I only have 3. A couple years ago, I was really into wanting to learn Lenormand. And then I just decided I needed a deeper dive on tarot, and I have not gone back. But I intend to. I really enjoy it. This is the Dreaming Way Lenormand, which was put together to match with your Dreaming Way tarot, which I love. So that's why I got it. Comes with a little guidebook. This is exactly what you'd expect out of any Lenormand. It follows the system. I don't think there's any renamings, there's no renumberings, there's no extra cards as far as I remember, but again, I haven't used it for a while. Every now and then I pull these out for patchwork readings, but it's really not common. But this is just an art style I like, and I'm glad I got it. It does look nice with my Dreaming Way tarot. Let me grab that. So this is the Dreaming Way Tarot. We'll just stack them up against each other here so you can see the art style looks pretty nice together. I guess I don't have a ton to say about it. It's pretty cute. I like the art style. It's a nice little Lenormand, a traditional kind of Lenormand size, which I also really appreciate, right, for these tableau readings that you can get into with Lenormand. But I also just really like a smaller card. If you've watched my other videos, you've heard me say that quite a few times. I appreciate a smaller card. So that is the Dreaming Way Lenormand. This is another mass market Lenormand. This is Pixie's Astounding Lenormand. And if I remember right, this one was put together using some images that were taken from the RWS. And then some of them, they were sort of redrawn or collaged, is my understanding. But you'll see very similar, font. Looks very much like what you're used to seeing in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Like, I think that's the rainbow from the 10 of Cups, I think. But it's just very cute. I really like this style. I like the colorway. I think this may have been taken from another one of Pamela Coleman Smith's artworks, right? Not from the tarot, but from her art. Pretty good guidebook here. Right, this is actually more information, I think, than my other Lenormand guidebooks. It's got keywords, it's got the energy, it's got the full meaning, and then it puts it together like if you find it to the left or to the right of other cards. Oh, and here it is. This is what I'm looking for, the image origins. The tree itself is from the 4 of Cups, which brings in a stable water energy. So it connects where they got the art for the Lenormand from Pixie's art. And I think they did a really nice job on it. That is Pixie's Astounding Lenormand. My last Lenormand deck is my only indie deck. This is the Terra Lenormand, and it's from Bouchette Designs. And again, I will link this one below because it is indie. And with this one, you get 3 cards that are essentially your guidebook. And then you get these lovely cards. And I really like what Bouchette Design does. I think they come up with some really beautiful art. And I was really, really drawn to this one. This might actually have been the first Lenormand I bought. I think it's really cute, and it has the playing card associations on it here in the corner. I really like this type of Lenormand where it's not like it doesn't have a playing card superimposed on it. I like it when it's just sort of the main drawing. There are a couple of cards in here that I think kind of tripped me up in readings when I was first starting with it. Like if I remember right, the tower looks a lot like a house, or the house looks like a tower, I can't remember. So I do have to rely on the title for some of them. But I really do think this is a beautiful deck, just like everything Bouchette does. Their decks are beautiful, the cardstock is beautiful. It's a wonderful little deck. And again, that is the Terra Lenormand from Bouchette Design. And that's it. That's my tiny little collection. My other videos are quite a lot longer. So go check out my indie tarot, my mass market tarot, my indie oracle, my mass market oracle, and all of my playing cards. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And thanks so much for watching.